Hello and welcome to the Morningstar series, Why Should I Invest With You? I'm Emma Wall and I'm joined today by James Illsley, manager of the JPMorgan UK Equity Core Fund.
Good afternoon, Emma.
Hi, James. So we're having a look at UK equities and in particular large caps, which is what the core fund is invested in predominantly. Sterling has played a huge part in these positive returns for that part of the market. Is that something we will continue to see going forward?
I think so. I mean, if you look at what's been driving the market, as you say, recently, it clearly has been the devaluation in sterling that we've seen year to date. We've probably had 15 to 20% move in sterling over that period, which is clearly positive for the large caps in the UK. They derive about 80% of their sales from overseas by and large. So, just the translational benefit of that appreciation of overseas currencies into sterling will drive a mechanical upgrade for those companies as a first step. And if you go beyond that, clearly, as we go through the trading periods, they've got better pricing power now in those overseas markets, and that will continue to come through over a number of years. So this is not just a one-off step change, then we're back to normal. It's going to be an ongoing benefit for those companies that are exporting and doing business overseas.
And I think when we look back at 2016, it will be the year of great geopolitical upset with Brexit first and now with Trump, the new president-elect for the US. Of course, the thing with Brexit is there is still a lot of uncertainty. We do not know what Brexit will mean in reality. In 2017, we may get a bit more clarity on that. How do you, as a UK equity fund manager, invest in those kind of environments?
Yeah, I think that's right. As we go through next year, yes, we might trigger Article 50, in the first quarter, but the negotiating positions for both parties won't be fully revealed. If you're going to negotiate, you're not going to reveal your whole hand at the first stage. So it'll be a process of discovery as we go through the next 1-2 year period. So we're going to have to expect and just live with that uncertainty and volatility. So when we're thinking about our investments, we want to be making sure that what works for us and what's proven to work over the long haul. If you look at company fundamentals, are they cheap? Have they got good business momentum? Have they got good quality management? Those things will outweigh over time the politics and that uncertainty. So just make sure you're in the right companies and try and just keep the politics and those economic issues out of the portfolios to the extent that you can. That's what we try to do.
And then looking at fundamentals, are there any particular sectors or indeed pockets of value that are really coming to the forefront at the moment? Where are you seeing those opportunities? Well,
it's really interesting now post both Trump and Brexit for us. You've seen a focus on infrastructure investment. You've seen some shift, and it might only be short term. We'll have to wait to see the proof of this, that there's going to be a shift from the monetary stimulus side to the fiscal stimulus side. So we've seen bond yields move up very sharply over the last couple of weeks, and that clearly plays into certain areas of the market, such as financials. Banks in the UK, some of those names are very cheap, so we are in those names anyway. And then we've got this further kicker from the improvement in the yield curve, and also play into some of the more cyclical names. Think about infrastructure spend, construction names as well.
Is there anything that you're thinking there's just too much risk with this sector, either because it's looking incredibly expensive or indeed because it does make you as the investor sensitive to any sort of macro issues?
I think I've learned over time that there's a price for everything. So as long as the valuation's right, you can get comfort from that. So we'll always look at each individual stock on its merits. So there's nothing that I would say is out of bounds, but you have to pay the right price for those stocks.
James, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
This is Emma Wall from Morningstar. Thank you for watching.